Alright, working class beer reviews. Looking at New Belgium Starship IPA. If you watched earlier, you saw that I did the Hop Avenger, which is like a take on the comic book characters, I'm guessing. Starship is probably a take on Star Wars, sci-fi in general. You can see it's got the Voodoo Ranger character's head there with his little snow cap and glasses and gold tooth. And it's got a little chest piece on there. I think it's supposed to kind of look like Darth Vader's little chest piece with all the lights, but it's got a bottle opener, it's got a hop cone, and the lights are going all the way up as if it's super hoppy. This is 7 point, well, you know what? I need to get in a better habit of doing this. It's a 12-ounce can. Church kit. Got my little cool Globe IPA glass here. I'm going to pour it in there. We'll let it breathe a little bit while we talk about it as I pour. Not a bad pour. Look, I got the whole thing in there in the first pour. So, it is 7.7% alcohol. 50 IBUs. So the Hop Avenger was 7.7, but 45 IBUs. So this is actually a little higher on the IBU scale. The hops are Galaxy, Jester, Eldorado, and Idaho 7. I don't know why I said that. Idaho 7, which I've never heard of. And the malts are Pale, Munich, and Oats. Special processing is dry hop during fermentation. So the dry hopping makes it a little more bitter, a little more hoppy. The visual, they got a slight haze. Let's take a look. It's kind of dim in here, I'm sorry. But yeah, you do. It's not as hazy as the Hop Avenger. The Hop Avenger is more on the juicy IPA level. So this looks more like kind of like a wheat beer, a hazy wheat beer. And then aromas is citrus, grapefruit, guava, mango, and pine. So why don't we go ahead and take a nose on it. Yeah, you get a lot of fruit. Yeah, you get a lot of the some grapefruit, but not strong. Yeah, a little more lemon. Yeah, so citrus, that'd be the lemon. Or lemon lime, kind of like a Five Alive. If you guys remember Five Alive, that it's concentrated drink that you buy frozen and you add water to it like you would frozen juice, and it was a multi-citrus drink. It was popular back in the 80s, 90s, stuff like that. So it kind of has that. Maybe guava and mango. I don't particularly know what guava smells like, so it's possible. So flavor, moderate sweetness and bitterness is in balance. So we're about to find out. Why don't we check it out? Okay. Not a whole lot of maltiness on this one. It's definitely, yeah, it's got bitterness at the tail end of the sip. A lot more bitterness there. Don't get a whole lot of fruitiness in the taste. You get it in the aroma. It's very aromatic as far as fruitiness is concerned. 50 IBUs for this one, over 45 for the Hop Avenger. I get that. Actually, this does taste a little more bitter. It's not as juicy, I guess you could say, because it's not that super juice hazy. It's just mildly hazy. It is more focused on the bitterness and the hoppiness of it. I thought they were going to be a lot alike. I had a friend send me a picture of this that he had found it. And I'm like, oh wow, I hadn't seen it. But then I found it in my town in Sedalia. I had the Hop Avenger, and then there's another one of these, another hazy type Voodoo Ranger, not the juicy haze. There's another one that's like this cartoon character looking, like these cans here. So there's a third one that I found that I saw yesterday. So I might have to keep an eye out for it and pick it up, do a review. I'm sorry, I forgot what it was and maybe new. So, mildly sweet, medium bitterness. Hopheads will like it. 7.7 is fairly high on the alcohol, so be careful. This is not like a super high sessionable beer, but very much enjoyable. A little bit of an astringency on the tail end now that everything's kind of gone. So I don't know if I like that so much. So I like how it's more hoppy than the Hop Avenger, but I don't like that astringency. So it's not that it's bad, it's good. I'm just trying to, if I had to try to find a fault for it, that's what I'm saying. So it's not to say that I wouldn't have this again. Carbonation for sure. It was like $8.99 for a 6-pack, and I'm sorry, that's a bit much. And maybe it's because it's a fairly new product, but I was able to get the Hop Avenger for $7.99. I think it may have been. Excuse me, golly, it may have been $8.99. I can't remember. There's about $1 difference. $1's not a huge thing, but you know, it could be the tipping point of whether you buy something over another product. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those. It's more of a, if it's your thing. If you like these kind of IPAs, go for it. If not, move on to something else that you're sure of, or something else that intrigues your, you know, senses a little more. But anyway, thank you for watching this video and paying attention to this. Let me know in the comments if you've had this one, if you've had any of the others, how they might stack up, which one you like the most, if they're even worth, you know, trying, if it's better than the normal Voodoo Ranger or the Imperial Ranger, Voodoo Ranger IPA. And then you got the Juicy Hazy IPA. So if you think these are any better or not as good or whatever, let me know. I'd like to get a little conversation going. And I will see you guys later.